We're live. Awesome. I'm gonna give it a second. We'll wait for some people to join. I always start off by saying that. But we do have the caveat this time of I am not gonna miss Game of Thrones. So we're gonna play some trivia. It's gonna be chill, it's gonna be fun. Hello, Alex. Hello, Josh. We've got Kyle. There's your shout out. I've been watching She-Ra, so I can't hear Kyle without thinking of Kyle from She-Ra, and it's always his fault. So I'm sorry. Yeah, Game of Thrones. Hello, Rogue Jedi. We also have Benjamin Chewbacca Solo hanging out with us today. Well, I'm glad that you love Disney because we love Disney. So it's exciting. I think Benjamin Chewbacca Solo scared some people though, because we just dropped a few. Hello, Patty Pie. That's true. It is Prince Benjamin Chewbacca Solo. That is very true. He's a soft boy too. He's very soft. I love him. Okay, but we've got a couple people here now. Hello, MRR Pandy. So let's go ahead and can I pop this chat out? I can pop this chat out. Okay. Switch to this. And can I work? I can. Okay, cool. Awesome. So let's go with some trivia. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are excited. I think that my chat might have already frozen though. What did I do? Aha! Yes. Yes, Josh can't participate because he wrote it, so that would be cheating. And I'm just going to pull it up on my phone because I'm technologically challenged and I can't even say words. It's great. It's great. But I'm here. I'm still on my Star Wars, but we're going to talk about some Disney animation. That is what all of this is about today. So let me just get that pulled up. Okay. All right. I'm glad that you like Hercules, Kristen, because Hercules is amazing and that is a very underrated movie. It needs more love. It needs all of the love. And Meg should be a Disney princess because she's amazing and it's also a Raylo AU. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Okay. But anyway, question number 1. Hope you guys are ready. In Peter Pan, Captain Hook had a hook on which of his hands? This is kind of a 50-50 answer here. All right. Oh, seeing some. You could have more than 2 hands. That is very true. But unless you're General Grievous, very unlikely. All right, looks like most of you. Oh. All right, so the answer is left, which most of you seem to know that. So moving on. In Beauty and the Beast, how many eggs does Gaston eat for breakfast? I had to think about that because I was like, Josh, no, wait, you're wrong. And I'm like, nope. Now that he's grown, he does eat this many eggs. Oh, see? Yep, I see some of you got tripped up as well. So the answer is 5 dozen eggs, because when he was a lad, he ate 4 dozen eggs, but to help him get large. But now that he's grown, he eats 5 dozen eggs because he's roughly the size of a barge. Logic. So our next question. Dumbella is the sister of what classic Disney short cartoon star? I've never heard this name before. Oh my goodness. Josh, this is a hard one. Or maybe I just don't know things. I don't know. I was born in the late 90s. Is that why I don't know? So we're looking for who is Dumbella the sister of? Does anybody have any guesses? I'm so glad to know that you love our channel, Ernesto. That's awesome. All right, now they're starting to roll in. My chat's a little bit behind. All right, so Skylar's coming in with Cinderella, I'm guessing because they rhyme. That is a very good guess. But Alma actually got it with Donald. I don't know how you knew that. You must have seen it because, girl, like, I was like, I have no idea. So, what happened to her? Is she still around? That's the question. Like, justice for Dumbella. Where did she go? What's her story? Like, all right. Yeah, and Alex did watch Aladdin this week for a super special reason that you'll have to tune into Lipstick and Lightsabers for. Shameless plug. All right. Skies is the villain of what Disney animated classic? And that's Sykes is how you say it. Oh, she's Huey, Dewey, and Louie's mom? Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense because it's in order to have nephews, he has to have a brother or a sister. But where is she? Where does she go? Like, does she work? Like, my neighbor is a nurse and she's always gone. Is she a nurse? It's my headcanon now. Somebody should write this fan fiction. Why are they left with Scrooge, though? Why would you do that? Like, this is villain origin story. Josh is just dropping all the knowledge. All right, but we do have some answers coming in. We're looking for for who is Skies the villain of what movie? And it looks like we've got some correct answers because the correct answer is Oliver and Company. So Skylar and Ernesto got that. Kristen's just came in as well. I used to love Oliver and Company as a kid. I haven't watched it in a really long time, but I had it on VHS and I watched it all the time. It was my favorite movie. I don't know why, other than the fact that it's amazing, but I just haven't watched it in a while. All right. But our next question, in the beginning of the animated feature Dumbo, they zoom in on a map of the US to the state where the circus goes for the winter. What southeastern state do they zoom in on? I have never seen Dumbo. I've probably seen part of it. Like I've seen scenes. I've just never actually watched Dumbo, and I feel bad for saying that. But also, all right, so we've got some rolling in here. Looks like most of you guys are on the right track, or are you? I like that Josh gave a hint too with Southeastern State. I'm sorry, Josh. I don't know, man. My mom has this weird thing about circuses, so we just don't see a lot of circus stuff in my house. It's just I don't know. I can't speak to that. But Alex, Skylar, and Kristen are correct. It is Florida. Lots of interesting things going on in Florida. The Florida man, you know. So for our next question, in Pluto's cartoon Judgment Day, Pluto is put on trial. What type of animals make up the jury? I think I remember this short. I loved the Pluto shorts. Well, it's the Pluto cartoon, but I loved the Pluto shorts that were part of Mickey's House of Mouse. Those were always my favorite ones. That Not watching Dumbo equals permanent firing. This is news to me, sir. I'll just take my Star War elsewhere, I guess. Although Jenny Nicholson apparently in her video today did compare Ben Solo to Sad Dumbo, and if that is the case, maybe I do need to see this movie. If I left, who would have fun? No one. That's who. All right, so we do have some correct answers here, and that is cats. So good job, guys. I think that's a very unfair jury in Pluto's favor, but it's you never know. So our next Disney princess. Oh, this is a sad one. Which Disney princess has her mother alive, but her father is dead? There are a lot of dead fathers scattered amongst our Disney heroes. Most Disney princesses don't have a mom, but will have a dad. I think there's very few that have both. So which one only has her mom? And I was about to say, coincidentally, is voiced by whom, but that would have been a huge spoilers. We won't say that. I get fired, but my punishment is to keep making videos for Network 1901. What is this nonsense? If I get fired, you'll never know how History of a Disney Princess ends. Like, we're just getting to Tangled is gonna be good, man. I'm excited. Watched all of Tangled the series for it, which is an amazing show. If you haven't watched Tangled the series, go watch it. The season 2 finale blew my mind, and I'm still not okay. But anyway, uh, so Skylar, Ernesto, and Alex got it right with Tiana. And Rapunzel, Kristen, actually has both of her parents, which is very exciting. And they are both very awesome in Tangled the series because they're just so amazing, especially anytime Rapunzel is with her mom. Like, I love those interactions so, so much. I'm so glad that you love History of a Disney Princess. I really like making it. It just takes me a little while because they take more research, and those are the only videos that are scripted, so I have to write the script for them too. But I really like making them, so I'm very excited to keep going. I'm a little bit worried for when I get to Moana because I know that one's largely original, so I don't know what I'm gonna find there, but I'm still excited. It's gonna be interesting. All right. So for our next question, Cinderella's glass slipper fell off which foot? Her dainty feet. Mother Gothel is sort of her mother, that is correct. But Rapunzel's actual mom, Queen Ariana, is alive as well. And she's voiced by the mom from Modern Family, which I didn't know. And then I found out, and I was like, how did I not realize this? Ooh, we've got some. Yeah, Julie Bowen. We've got some interesting. Nobody's really quite sure. We've got some rights, we've got some left. Again, it's another 50-50. But the answer is her left. I didn't know that either. But I feel like it's, it makes sense. Left, why not? All right. Finish this lyric from Tangled. Okay, Josh. Like, all the Raylos will know this one. All those days chasing down a daydream, all those years living in a what? Unless you have more than 2 feet. That is correct, Josh. Yeah, this is from I See the Light. I think that's the name of the whole song. The most Raylo song. You could play this over the het scene, and it just fits perfectly. I think the harder question is who sings this verse? Not that it's any harder, but who sings that verse? Oh, that's awesome. Phoebe Googled which foot for her cosplay. I like the attention to detail. All right, so we do have yes, Zachary Levi does sing this part. So we've got some answers here, and the correct answer is Blur. So all those years of living in a blur. I love Flynn Rider so much. Actually, I love Eugene Fitzherbert, and he's really great. I don't wanna spoil Tangled the series, except I will in my video, probably by accident, but it's great. All right. How long was Genie stuck in his lamp before Aladdin summoned him? This is a meme, right? I feel like this is a meme. Getting some in here. Who's excited for the new Aladdin? I'm still very on the fence about it. I am kind of excited, but at the same time, I'm also a little bit worried. I just recently watched the new Beauty and the Beast again, and I was overwhelmed with why couldn't this been more like the new Cinderella? So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what direction that they go in. All right, looks like most of you guys know. Yes, it is 10,000 years, and it'll give you such a crick in the neck. Phoebe's scared for the Aladdin movie. I don't really know what to expect. But that's also something that tune in to Lipstick and Lightsabers. Alex and I just recorded this episode today. We talk about Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella and Lipstick and Lightsabers and Aladdin and Lion King. It's great. Hot Jafar is a good reason to watch. 100%. Villain shippers have rights. All right. But our next question, pop star Ricky Martin dubbed the Spanish version of what titular 90s Disney feature animated character? So basically, in the Spanish dub, who did Ricky Martin voice? Is basically this question. And I agree, the Cinderella remake is super underrated. It's so good. I think it's like the definition of Disney magic, and it was so well cast. I wish that they would do it that way. Yeah, I don't know about the racist tropes. Although it looks like they've even shied away from it being Middle Eastern at all, because it looks super Bollywood, and that's that's a different country. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'm excited for outfits, though. I like outfits, and Jasmine's look very pretty. But I don't know. I would say that I'm more excited for it right now than I am for Lion King, just because I'm worried that Lion King's gonna be like Jungle Book, and Jungle Book didn't do enough different things for me. It was very similar to the animated version. So it just kind of left me with like a why did we make this? But hopefully they'll add some things into Lion King, because it could be they could do some new things with it. I think it'll be interesting. Hello, Lucas. Does anybody else have a guess for who Ricky Martin dubbed in the Spanish version of a very popular movie? I mean, Lion King could be Bollywood. You never know. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys. Skylar got it right. It was Hercules. And yes, Alec does talk about this, about going more into Nala's role. And I hope that they do, because she's a very interesting character and there's a lot that could be done there, I think. But if they get bogged down with it being a musical again, then that means that they're sacrificing runtime for music when they could be building on characters. That was the problem that I think they had with Beauty and the Beast. So I guess we'll find out. Maleficent 2. How about they just all be Bollywood? Josh, they could all be Bollywood. All right. So our next one, the villain Shan Yu in Mulan has what type of pet sidekick? Now that's a remake that I'm excited for, Mulan, but I hope that they go full drama. Like I don't want it to be a musical. Like I want the score to incorporate music from Mulan, but I want them to go full drama because I think it'll be really, really good. We're actually looking for the villain's sidekick there. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, Alex guessed Cricky, no. Yeah, I didn't know that he had a name. So Ernesto, I think, got it right first. It was a falcon. I did not know that its falcon had a name. That's really interesting. It could be a three-eyed raven. It'd be really cool if it was Cricky. Like he just turns coat and like he's the first order spy. I'm sorry. I heard Cricky and for some reason I jumped straight to Niku and it's very strange living inside my brain. But anyway, moving on. A few characters from Robin Hood look similar to the Jungle Book, including what Ka wannabe? I love the name of this character too because it's sounds like a child named him. I love it. Angie's here. Hi Angie. I miss you. Ooh, Black Cauldron live action would be very interesting. They need to go back and they just need to go back and revisit that because it's such an interesting story. They just don't think that it was the right time because Labyrinth and all that, but they could have executed it better, and I wish that they would revisit it. But some of you did get this question correct. Ernesto, Alex, it is Sir Hiss, and that just sounds like something that a child would name a snake, and I love it. It's amazing. Um, Oh, that's true. Baloo and Little John are very similar. I didn't think about that. Fun fact, I have also never seen Robin Hood. I'm sorry. There's a couple in there that I just never got to. I was a princess girl. I liked the princess movies. I liked Aristocats. That's kind of where I was at. I know. I know. But yes, with them, hopefully everything will be on Disney Plus and I can catch up that way. I like okay, I know Maid Marian's great. I just never got to it, okay? Is it a Raylo AU? Asking for a friend? Anything can be a Raylo AU if you try hard enough. All right, moving on. What Renaissance era movie premiered in New Orleans and was preceded by a parade through the French Quarter? Fun fact, this movie, well, I guess that could technically be a spoiler, but that's only if you, like, really know the order things came out in, I guess. Josh, you can't keep firing me, I'm already fired. I have seen Fantasia, so I can say that, and I feel like that's a really obscure one. I don't know why I've seen Fantasia, I just have. I don't know. Have you seen the story of menstruation? The titular, Disney animated science film about women and the magic of being a woman? No, didn't think so. Um, but we are looking for the film that premiered in New Orleans and then had a parade through the French Quarter. And I will say, fun fact, this was released in 1996. How do I know this? Because one time I was doing the Disney Bound challenge and you had to Disney Bound as a character that was in a movie that came out the year you were born. And this was maybe not the only one, but it was the one that I found. So, you know. Alright, and more people are coming in with answers. It is Hunchback of Notre Dame, which I love. That's probably one of my favorite movies, and I know that there's actually been talks of them doing a live action Hunchback, and I'd be interested in that, but I'd be a little bit worried, because 'cause I'd want them to go, again, more drama, and I don't know if they'd be willing to commit to that. Um Yeah, that sucks about Notre Dame. I saw that. That actually happened while I was at Celebration, so I missed a little bit of that. But that's really sad. Is it confirmed? I know that Josh Gad was talking about it, but I don't know. And if Josh Gad is making it, that's another like I don't want it to be funny. I want it to be I want it to break my heart. Hmm, interesting. Well, regardless, I'm excited. Yeah, miscasting Esmeralda. Although I there's so much good talent out right now, I think it would be a really good opportunity. Um, so yeah, that'll be exciting. But we have 2 more questions left. This is one of the 2. Lilo and Stitch features 5 songs by what musician who died long before the film's release? Sad face. I have so many memories of this movie, and I think it's just because, like, this was the movie that, like, Disney pushed when I was little, so it was just everywhere. Like, I loved the series, and I remember at school when we were allowed to play on the computers, we were allowed to go to disneychannel.com back when Disney Channel was cool and had games on it. Doesn't have as many games anymore. Not that I check or anything. And Lilo and Stitch always had the best games, and I would always play those. No, not Tupac. Um, but I do see that a lot of you guys, it is Elvis. That is correct. Does anybody else remember when Lilo and Stitch, the series, crossed over with Kim Possible? What a crazy time. What a time to be alive. The 2000s were a very strange time. Alright, so this is the last question. The Fix It Felix game in Wreck-It Ralph is actually a nod to what classic arcade game? That's interesting. I didn't think now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, "Oh, I gue I guess it is." They did cross over with all those. I remember that because it was like a big event. So Lilo and Stitch series crossed over with Recess, The Proud Family, and American Dragon. Um, I loved Proud Family too, and Recess. I wasn't super into American Dragon. I'd watch it sometimes when it was on, but Recess was great. Like, it needs to come back. Like, that's what I want out of Disney Plus. I want them to bring back the 2000s cartoons because I feel like that was such a good block. Um, but we've got a couple of guesses here, and see, I don't think I watched Pepper Ann. I remember that name sounds familiar though. Um, I would have guessed with Angie and Ernesto as Mario, but actually Alex is correct with Donkey Kong. Which is interesting. Well, no, I guess that does make sense because Ralph is Donkey Kong and Felix is Mario because he was in that game. So that does make sense. Okay. Fine, Josh, I'll let you have it. You're not making things up. There are a lot of good shows on right now, actually. 'Cause Tangled is really good, and, like, I would see bits and pieces of other shows, like, when I was watching Resistance on Disney Channel. So they're actually doing pretty good. And I like that if you have cable, you can watch the Disney Now app, which is very convenient. Um 'Cause I don't normally watch TV a lot downstairs, because normally, that's where, like, other people watch TV, so, like, I'll just watch in my room up on my phone, which is very, very nice. But I miss Resistance, and I miss Tangled, and now I finished She-Ra, and I don't know what to do. Except for drown in all my audiobooks that I, need to be reading. And rewatching Stranger Things, though, so there you go, there's that. Um, Thank you, Angie. Yeah, Mario's in Donkey Kong. Oh, yes, Alex is correct. So Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout is going to have an episode tonight. It's gonna be on right after Game of Thrones. I don't know if it comes on at 9 or 9:30, but regardless, after Game of Thrones on Disney XD. Alex got to animate part of it, and it's awesome, and it's really funny. And I'm excited. It's gonna be really cool. Wow, Josh. I couldn't get into it, okay? Josh is shaming me for Umbrella Academy. I'm sorry. Oh, man, there's lots of shows I could finish. I could get back to Downton Abbey. I stopped watching that. I feel like there was something else that I was supposed to be watching and am not, and now I can't remember. But anyway, that is going to do it for this, round of trivia. I'm still very much on my Star Wars train, so if you wanna talk Star Wars, I'm always around. But we've got lots of stuff coming up, this week for videos. I do have a video coming out about Kylo Ren. I know, big shocker there, but I'm actually very excited to share this video with you guys. I hope you really like it. And we've got lots of stuff going on with lipstick and lightsabers as well. Alex is creating some amazing art. And right now, until Wednesday, we still have our May the 4th sale going on. So you can get 30% off anything in our TeePublic shop with the code PADME30. That's just PADME 30. And all of our lipstick and lightsabers designs are up there right now. We've got lots of other shirts as well. Angie's working on some stuff. Alex is working on some stuff. I have already seen the lipstick and lightsabers design for this week, and I'm freaking out. I love this character so much. So I'm really excited. But thank you guys so much for joining in for some trivia this week. Josh has seen it too, but Josh, do you know who it is? I'm very interested to know, actually. Um, but anyway, thank you for joining us this week. Be sure to tune in next week for some more stuff. I don't know who will be hosting next week. I don't know what the topic will be. It could be more trivia. You never know. Thank you, Skylar. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you next time. And also, the return of Podcast 1901 will be happening tomorrow. Josh and I did record today. It was very sad because Angie is not here. She's visiting family. But the triumphant return of Podcast 1901 is returning. So, yay, look forward to that. But I'll see you guys next time. Laters. Awkward end.